You see, there's a conversation that we've been avoiding to have as a country, and I'm so glad that Rigathi Gachagua has actually pushed us towards having that conversation. And that conversation is not even about William Ruto. It's not about Rigathi Gachagua. It's not about Edwin Sifuna. It's about the referee.
Kabla niondoke kwenda Amerikani, I'll call the media ndio nieleze wa Kenya what is happening in IEBC. I'm just waiting for two small confirmations.
While the politicians are fighting over who is going to occupy State House in 2027, Gachagua has taken a different route. He has chosen to focus on the institution that is going to actually hold that election.
Mr. Chairman, you are aware that to facilitate this activity, IEBC commissioners fired the procurement manager in IEBC and installed a puppet to manage this tender.
And to be specific, he's talking about Erastus Ethekon. That is the chairman of that institution.
Mr. Chairman and your Vice Chairman, Fahima Arfat Abdallah, have been compromised as the drivers of this tender process against the concurrence and the wishes of the other commissioners.
And at the same time, while Gachagua is attacking the referee, a new poll has actually come out.
InfoTrack, I am seeing Kenyans are concentrating on Ruto has 32, if I'm not wrong, Kalonzo coming in number 2, and then Matiang'i and Sifuna have tied at 12%.
And that is not all. President William Ruto decided to ignore the advice of his own CS, Murkomen, and went to a place that is gun infested.
Sasa wewe leo makunzi wamekuja mkutano yako kule Amuru Dikir, wamepiga watu mishale na tulikuambia.
For that and much more, this is the Big Man Report. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
President William Ruto has nominated Erastus Endung Ethekon as the new Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission chairperson.
Let us start with Erastus Endung Ethekon. He took over IEBC following a nomination in 2025. Since that day, and especially the way that he came into office, it is safe to say that he has not fully won the heart of Kenyans. Kenyans do not fully trust him.
Now you can begin seeing how the narrative inajengwa brick by brick to ensure that we don't have elections in 2027.
Now, onto that, add what Gachagua has actually alleged.
When he was named as IEBC chairman, he lived in a rented apartment. Mr. Kimani Ichung'wah, the leader of majority, told a group of public officials that they procured a house for Mr. Ethekon in Karen at 200 million shillings.
So here's the scenario. The head of the commission that is supposed to determine the elections gets a house from the government, and the government is going to participate in that election. How do we expect that commission to be neutral?
For the supply, delivery, installation, testing, commissioning, support and maintenance of the integrated elections management system, hardware, equipment and accessories.
Gachagua has also targeted the technology that is going to be used by IEBC to conduct the election in 2027. He has claimed that IEBC is leaning heavily towards awarding a contract to a company that is called Mairu Systems.
A tender process and the result has already been preconceived and is awaiting rubber stamping to Miru, M-I-R-U, Systems Company Limited of South Korea.
And this Mairu Systems has actually raised a lot of red flags.
To facilitate this activity, IEBC commissioners fired the procurement manager in IEBC and installed a puppet to manage this tender.
So someone might be asking themselves, why is Gachagua so against Mairu getting this contract? Apparently, Mairu cannot be trusted.
This is a South Korean company with a very bad history of rigging elections across the world. Their global failures are well documented, having faced allegations of faulty technology in Argentina, Philippines, and the DRC, where they deploy their equipment and technology. Under the instructions of William Ruto, Meru Technologies has been instructed to prepare a new voters register and suppress voters from the following regions perceived to be against this regime. 1, Western Kenya; 2, Nyanza region, but in Kisii and Nyamira counties; 3, the Mount Kenya region; 4, Lower Eastern; 5, Nairobi; 6 Taveta and Namu, 5 Rift Valley in Nakuru, Laikipia, Kajiado, and Narok.
After all those allegations, Ethekon has been asked to choose between Kenyans, 55 million of us, and the leaders. That is mostly Ruto and his friends.
The country has 55 million Kenyans. Mr. Ethekon has a choice to make. Stand with Kenyans, the 55 million of them, or choose to burn this country.
Meanwhile, while Gachagua was attacking Ethekon and his commission IEBC, a new poll came out, and it's a TIFA poll.
And Kenyans are looking at that number, and this is how we have decided. If we add the opposition, it becomes way more than what the president's percentage is.
You see, someone says that the right way of looking at these polls is not even looking at who got what percent. The right way would be to look at the undecided votes.
What most Kenyans do not focus on is the undecided voters. 18%. And this begs the question, who will own the politically uncommitted voters?
The vote that is not yet committed to any presidential candidate, which in this poll is almost 20%.
Whoever owns them runs away and creates a bigger margin. So stop focusing on what you have. Start focusing on the one that you don't have.
Just like Gachagua had said yesterday,
Nikaenda Emurua Till, kesho anaenda huko.
today William Samoei Ruto found himself in Emurua Dikir, where he was supposed to take part in something called economic empowerment. Is that the right word? I think economic empowerment.
Hii soko iko tayari na mimi nataka ni handover hii soko ndio wafanyabiashara wa hapa waanze kufanyia biashara hii soko kuanzia next week.
Now, the excuse he was giving is that he was there to launch development projects, but mostly he was there to name a university after the late Johana Ngeno.
Leo mimi nimewaletea bilioni 1.2 ya kujenga university ya Emurua Dikir ambayo itaitwa kwa jina ya ndugu yetu Johana Ngeno.
Now, for those who understand politics, you understand that the only reason that he named that university after the late Johana Ngeno is because Rigathi Gachagua was there on Friday and he went to see Johana Ngeno's mom.
Tachenga sasa nimekuomba uweze kujenga. Sasa nimeomba huyu sasa kijana wangu uweze kujenga. Kuna kijana ndugu ya huyu mheshimiwa ako hospitali alipata tu vijana wawili, mwingine ako hospitali saa hii.
Sawa mama.
Ama jegeza.
Tumekubali.
So William Samoei Ruto had to do something even bigger so that he could erase anything and everything that Gachagua would have said that may have gotten the people of Emurua Dikir to feel like they belong in the opposition and not the government. The president, however, did not have a very smooth ride.
Emurua Dikir, Narok County, William Ruto's own political backyard, the man who has spent months telling Kenyans that goons terrorizing rallies in Ol Kalou, Homa Bay, Nakuru, Kisii and Nairobi are opposition fiction. Just watch the same chaos erupt at his own feet.
You can see him here very angry, speaking in the local language, almost lecturing the people. That was not even the biggest thing. The biggest thing was the reactions.
Na tunauliza wewe Kasongo, kwani hausikizangi Murkomen? Wewe hausikizangi Murkomen? Si Murkomen alikuambia ukisikia kuna goons unaenda kufanya nini? Wewe ulienda kufanya nini?
And talking about goons and attacking of rallies, Rigathi Gachagua was to return to Kikuyu town today.
I want to go to Kikuyu constituency.
Now, you might ask yourself, why is this information significant?
The last time I was there, Kimani Ichung'wah unleashed violence on the people of Kikuyu, and the police were part of that violence.
Now today, Rigathi Gachagua was back in that very same town.
I'm told Kimani Ichung'wah was having a meeting this morning at 5 a.m. with the Dagoretti South MP, Mheshimiwa Kiari, to plan on how to attack the people of Kikuyu. I want to ask the Inspector General of Police, Douglas Kaja, to provide security to that meeting, and his officers should not be part of violence that as they were last time.
I'm glad that we have not seen any scenes of violence or people attacking the rallies.
Leo tumefika hapa Kikuyu tuongee na watu ya Kikuyu.
I feel like that is a mature thing to do.
Watu ya Kikuyu ni one term, si one term. Ni one term, si one term.
Now, even as we come to the close of this report, there's one question that we must really ask ourselves. Can and will Kenyans truly trust the referee?
The chairman of the IEBC admitted in parliament he did not apply for the job.
Erastus.
Yes. How did he find it?
He was approached.
Yes. So who is creating the referee?
The person who approached him, who gave him the job.
Yes. And who is Erastus Ethekon? He has worked in the office of Nanok as chief of staff. He's related to Nanok. Where is Nanok working? At State House.
2027 is not really just about who is going to win the election. It is more than that. It is also whether the public will actually believe the results that are going to be announced. And that's a big part of an election being credible.
Erastus Ethekon is not in that office to deliver a free and fair election. He's in that office to announce President William Ruto.
So the question is, will IEBC deliver a transparent process, or will these procurement doubts actually haunt the 2027 election? I have an extra question. Do you think it is high time that this Ethekon guy actually steps down or resigns? Because it seems nobody really trusts him. And we have seen what has happened to past chairs of IEBC. Their lives have not been so good.
Chebukati has been sick for quite some time right now, for close to 2 months. And apparently the hospital has been so confidential, hawajakuwa kiexpose anything.
Habari zinazotufikia kwa hivi sasa ni aliyekuwa mwenyekiti wa IEBC Wafula Chebukati amefariki.
So Ethekon, I feel like you still have some time. If you feel like you cannot deliver a free and fair election for Kenyans, I feel like the safest thing for you to do is just to step down. Enda ulishe kondoo yako ama mbuzi yako ama ngamia yako. I don't know what you guys do in Turkana, but do not gamble with the lives of Kenyans, because the forthcoming election, as we have seen, the stakes are so high. It is a do or die for most Kenyans. It's a place where they need to make their voices heard. And if Kenyans make their voices heard and you're the person standing between them and getting that voice heard, you can just imagine how terrible that is going to be. Now, please, let's talk in the comment section. Should Ethekon resign or not? Tell me in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe. Ciao.